This is the same video as I did before and uploaded about the tool for disassemble and assemble the Porsche 993 Aero mirror. The first time it was only the video with no text or explanation, so this is my humble attempt to give you some info and guidance on the way. And also congratulations on starting your paint job and probably full restoration on the Porsche, otherwise you wouldn't be looking on this particular video, I assume. Please take notice of the middle section, that metal, I would call the piston that goes inside the mirror. That's the key part that we are struggling against. It has the spring around it, and on the other end we have two, I would call them teeth. There are two teeth, and they fall into either one of two grooves. One groove will let the piston slide all the way out, and the other one will let it rest. And as we are now assembling the mirror, we want to have that piston go in, we want to turn it, and then fall down again into that groove where it can rest. So this tool is made for that particular job. It consists of three sections. It has the top with an internal 8mm thread, and we have the bottom end with the handle that I'm turning with my right hand. It is 8mm, of course, and goes inside the top section. The middle section where we have the handle is the one that we are turning the piston to have the two teeth fall in place. Notice the gap between the lower part of the mirror and the upper part of the mirror. It shouldn't be there. So at my first attempt here, I had those two parts misaligned. So I loosened the nut again, and then got everything sorted and put correctly together. And then I tightened it and just went on from there again. So make sure that before you tighten up and put tension on the spring, that everything is aligned correctly. And we need to push the piston about 8 to 10 millimeters upwards in order to see those two teeth and have them clear the neck so we can turn it. That's why I'm looking. So I'm looking inside continuously to see how far up are we. Are we far enough so I can start turning on the handle? There we go. Turning it. And I'm my position is put to rest when it's on top of the other groove. So now I'm disengaging the spring by releasing the nut. The piston goes down again, and there you have it. When you go to the paint shop with the mirrors, of course, make sure to remove all that stuff inside the mirror. It's 3 or 4 tiny bolts, and all that black plastic and metal and wiring, etc. goes out. This is probably the status you're in. You have removed the mirror from the car, you want to deliver it to the paint shop. And in order to do that, you want to make sure that they paint it not only on the outside, but also on the places that we are not able to paint as it sits now. Because when the mirror is mounted on the car, we are able to rotate it. And by doing so, we will have the lower part of the mirror, where it meets the topper part of the mirror. It will flip 90 degrees or turn 90 degrees. And by doing that, you will have areas, especially on the lower part, that will be visible to the eye. So if you just take the easy route out and paint it as it is, you'll have two different colors on your mirror when you rotate it, when it sits on the car. So again, in order to disassemble it's the same procedure. We need to have again the top section fitted with the 8mm bolt. So that's why I'm fiddling around here to have that top section both be aligned with the bolt, but also it needs to rest on the shoulder correctly. Probably the most difficult part of using the tool is to getting those two parts together. So I managed now to get the bolt inside the top section, and now I'm just looking and make sure that it rests correctly on the shoulder. It's a very, very close fit. There is absolutely no clearance around the top section because of all that crap with the wiring and plastic and metal around it. And inside we have the piston and the neck coming up, so it's very tight. Now I'm engaging again the nut, so we're pushing pressure on the spring. The piston is going upwards, and we make sure that the two teeth are able to turn, and we are turning it to go into the other groove, so resting on top of the other groove that goes all the way through. And now making sure it's resting on the correct spot, and again releasing the tension. And now I should feel that everything gets more smooth as the spring tension is removed, and it should come loose. There we go. There you go. There you have it. Boom. If you would like a copy of the tool, just simply reach out in the comment section. And if you have questions, just ask, and I'll try and help. Otherwise, I wish you good luck with the full restoration and paint job of your Porsche.